Yes, people, welcome back to another No Filter TS with myself, TS, and in this one, just talking about Arsenal. I'm obviously following a disappointing January transfer window. You know, a lot of talks come out talking about Arsenal's looking to spend about 180 million in the summer, but we'll see whether or not it's all hearsay. You know, for many years under Wenger, we used to hear talks around February about war chests and all this stuff for the summer. And I do believe we will spend in the summer. We're gonna have to. You know, we got two strikers who I believe will run down their contracts and leave at the end of the season. And Lacazette and Nketiah. We've got El Neni running down his contract as well. Xhaka, who I think many fans would feel would be the right time to move him on. So there's definitely positions we need to sign players in. Right back, we probably need to bring in a backup right back and offload the likes of Cedric. So yeah, in most of the articles talking about the 180 million, a lot of them are stating that Arsenal's plan for the summer would be to try again for well actually put in an actual offer for Isak, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Ruben Neves. And the players' names, it sounds good. For me, it's just about in regards to the formation and stuff we play. Are we going to get both Calvert Lewin and Isak, and is one of them willing to kind of be the backup to the other one? In essence, I personally don't think so. For me, I've got nothing against the players mentioned, but for me, the sort of way I would be spending money in the summer, let's say it's around that 180 million mark. I've made a list of just four players which I think bring some solidity to the team, uh, and definitely improve the side. Let's say for example I've gone with Calvert Lewin, probably looking at around 60 million, and I've picked him just because he's Premier League proven, Premier League ready, and he's definitely someone that would be able to put crosses into the box too, and somewhat feel he'd be able to get on the end of them. In terms of midfielders, I've actually picked two midfielders. I've picked Ruben Neves for about 40 mils, or all Wolves are saying. Then I've also added in Tielemans at 30 mil. Yes, he's got by the summer, unless he signs a new deal by then, he would be down to the last year of his deal, and I think he would be a good addition to our midfield. At the moment it's Partey, Xhaka, El Neni, Lokonga. Xhaka probably in an ideal world would move on from him in the summer, and El Neni runs down his contracts. I don't know. We just literally left with Partey and Lokonga. I think bringing in two midfielders would be ideal, and then that would have a midfield, four midfielders to kind of compete with such as Partey, Neves, Tielemans, and Lokonga. I feel would be really good for Lokonga's development to have these older players, older experienced players around him, and then maybe it means that unless we're in the Europa League or something, it means that someone like a Patino, unless he's able to really fight for a spot, he can go out and learn and develop in that position. And then the only other place I've put money down on is 15 for that Jed Spence. Obviously, some might say, oh, he just had the one good game against us, but I think just someone that would be a decent right back cover for us. I think over the years, people like Max Aarons have been touted up. Someone like even like Lamptey, but I think Lamptey's going to cost a lot of money, and I don't think we'd want to really sign Lamptey. Well, we could sign him, but in my opinion, it kind of seems that Tomiyasu's kind of got that position at the moment. So we'd really want to sign someone as cover for Tomiyasu who can come in and do a good job. I just think, although Cedric's alright, I think it'd be the right time to move on from him as well. And looking at certain players we have out on loan, if Saliba stays, that gives us a Gabriel, White, Saliba. Then obviously, if we don't move on from Holden, we still have Holden as a fourth centre half. We signed this next goalkeeping Don the other day, Turner. I don't know who Turner is, but he probably be the backup to Ramsdale. Leno most likely move on in the summer. Left back you got Tierney, Tavares. And then in the attacking positions, we've got the likes of, your Smith Rose, Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, and then the striking option would be, which would, what's that? I mean, like I said, Calvert Lewin, Balogun, and maybe we need to get another striker in there, but I don't think we could go out there and get Calvert Lewin and Isak. Just in my opinion, we might have to get someone that's a bit intermediary in there as well. So maybe whichever one of the two. I've picked Calvert Lewin, whichever one of them as the main guy, and then following that, maybe another player that's just got a bit of experience, and could do somewhat of a decent job. I'm sure if whatever scouting network and that we have, they can find someone capable of that, someone that's not going to cost too much, within maybe the 15-20 mil mark. I would give them some sort of trust in that. They managed to spot Tomiyasu. I never heard of the brother in my life. I actually generally thought he was a PR signing at a point in time, but he's proved to be quite a competent player. So for me, that's how I would go about spending that money in the summer. Obviously, it's not my job. It's down to the likes of Arteta, Edu, Vinay, on how they want to set out their plans. But I think in terms of that, I think spending the money like that definitely bolsters the squad for the next season. And obviously in the meantime, you'd want to get contracts of the likes of Saka and Martinelli tied down, because clubs are going to be sniffing around them quickly, and also the likes of William Saliba. So for me, following all the talk about the 180 million war chest, if you want to call it, that's how I personally would go about spending it in the summer. Some of you may agree, some of you may disagree, but what's your thoughts on it? I'll be grateful to get your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button now, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.